How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Listen, my last live, I took some time to talk about it is important to know your seasons. You got to know when your slow seasons are, when your business seasons are, and you have to organize accordingly. Organize accordingly so that you can take control of your business. Are you going to get this perfect in the beginning? No, it's going to take time. But I want to highlight you today about something that's going to have as good or even greater effect on your business as a barber. I mean, this could be for new barbers. This could also be for seasoned barbers. But listen, it's very important that you make sure that you do well with learning how to deal with people. You have to work on your customer service skills. It's not going to happen overnight. Any skill that you build is going to come with certain knowledge, to set certain intentions, to make certain decisions, and to create habits through discipline. You cannot expect to be in the people business and have success without having careful consideration of the people that you serve. You have to make sure that every single day you're doing what you need to do in order to be able to please the people that you are in business to serve. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that there are too many of us who are too concerned with our swag. We're too concerned with the aesthetics of the business. We're too concerned with our social media following more so than we are concerned with the actual people that we are serving. Okay? When you have somebody in your chair, it's not just another head, it's just not another taper, it's not just another fade. You know, I say this often, but you have people with real lives, with real situations that are coming to get service from you. And there's going to be times when there will be opportunities to build a relationship. And those of us who know anything about business, we know that business is built on relationships, not necessarily just transactions, but it's built on relationships. So you have to place yourself in a position where you're building your people skills so you can build the right relationships with the people that come into your chair. There are a few key books that you need to read, and I'm going to share some information based on these books. One of them is called Skill with People. Not a thick book. It's not a book that's going to take you forever to read. It's a simple read. It's an easy read. And this book will enable you to learn some basic people skills that's going to take your business far. Another one is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. That one's by Dale Carnegie. I have the name of that author memorized. But that book is very powerful in learning the proper way to deal with people, to place yourself in a position of a person of influence, okay? Another one is Bringing Out the Best in People. That's another great people book to know. It's more so of a leadership book, but as you read it, you'll understand why I suggested that book as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because, and I'm gonna share with you real quick, in a position of a barber, 9 times out of 10, or a stylist, you are in a leadership position, whether you like it or not. There's going to be people that are going to be asking you for advice. They're going to be asking you for direction. They're going to be asking you for a good restaurant to go to. They're going to be asking you business advice, relationship advice, family advice, you know, professional advice, so on and so forth, advice as an employee or advice as an entrepreneur. So there's certain knowledge that if you don't have in the beginning, you're going to inquire it if you care about your clients, because you're going to make sure that you're getting the right information to them, okay? People skills in 101. The sweetest sound to a person's ear is the sound of their name. So get good at learning your clients' names. Don't just be like, hey, yo, what's up, my man? Or what's up, girl? What's up, boo? Hey, sweetie. Listen, learn their names, okay? There is a name that they might have been born with, but there might also be a name that they prefer to be called. So it would be good to ask them that question as well. What do you like to be called? Oh, I like to be called, Sammy, or I like to be called, Annie, or so on and so forth, right? Or I like to be called Jock. I like to be called Shala, whatever the case may be. They have different names that they like to be called. There are some of us that use the excuse that, well, I'm not good at names, so on and so forth. And here's how you get good at names. When you meet someone, just say the name over and over again. Like, hey, what's going on? My name is Freddie. What's your name? Oh, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, guess what, man? I saw this good movie last night, and this movie was about da 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 da. And Johnny, man, I believe you really enjoyed this movie. During the conversation, make a point to say their names over and over again. It's going to do one or two things. It's going to help you to memorize their name, and it's also going to help them stay engaged in the conversation because you're calling their name as you are talking to them. You understand what I'm saying? So this will help you to be able to memorize their name. Or even if you ask questions about their name, who named you? What's the meaning of your name? What is the root? Is it an African name? Is it a British name? So on and so forth. You understand what I'm saying? Or do you have, is it British blood in your family, African blood in your family, so on and so forth, and interesting name, and say the name over and over again. And guess what? You are going to remember that person's name, especially if you choose to have a meaningful conversation with this individual and, something stands out in the conversation. That's going to help you to remember that person's name. Now, if you have your headphones in and you're paying no mind to this client, there's no opportunity to establish any type of relationship. So guess what? You're just another barber. You're just another stylist. And they may or may not come to see you when they need service again. Because guess what? You took away from the essence of the service when you didn't even bother to give them the best customer service, the best attention that they could get while they are in your chair. Mind you, they are spending their hard-earned money or somebody's hard-earned money on their service that they're getting from you, and they're taking precious time out of their schedule to come see you. Because especially, in a big city like Atlanta, it takes about a half an hour to get to where their people are going on an average. And then there's a time for them to actually sit in your chair and get the service done. And then after that, they have to make another commute to wherever they are going after that. So they're taking several hours out of the day to come see you and to patronize your business. So the least you can do is something as simple as remember their name, which to a man's or a woman's ear is like gold. I'm telling you, it's very important to learn. And if you're not good at that, get good at that. Is going to place yourself in a position where your business is more fulfilling and it's going to put more money in your pocket because it's not going to be just another day at the ranch. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to have more of a fulfilling experience because you're not just cutting hair, you're not just styling, you're not just doing somebody's makeup, you're not just doing somebody's nails, but you're actually connecting with people and you're giving yourself an opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life, and somebody can also have an opportunity to make a difference in yours, okay? So other than that, when you're having conversations with people, don't be so quick to disagree with them. You may have another opinion, right? And there's too many of us that get too comfortable with cutting people off and making a point to let them know how we feel, especially if it diametrically opposes whatever it is that they're talking about. Give them an opportunity to express themselves. Give them an opportunity to say what it is that they're looking to say. Give them an opportunity to just share their experience with you, share their heart with you, share their perspective. There's a reason why they believe the things that they believe, and there's a reason why they don't believe the things that they don't believe. Give them the space, give them an opportunity to open up and share that information with you. Now, they might ask during the course of the conversation if you agree or if you don't agree. This will give you the opportunity to go ahead and to voice your perspective, to voice your opinion, to voice your wisdom, your input in the conversation. It doesn't necessarily have to be confrontational, but to be set up in the way that, hey, we're figuring this thing out together. We're learning together. We're growing together. And if you're coming with that type of perspective, where I can't say that you're agreeing with everybody, but you're more agreeable, then you place yourself in a position where you have the potential to make more money. These things do matter. These things do make a difference. There's a lot of us who have spent so much time on our craft, we're not spending enough time making sure that we have the ability to connect with people. We're not taking the time to make sure we have the ability to deal properly with the people that we have coming to support our business. And these things are very important to know. These things are very important to realize because of the fact that I believe you want to be in business to be successful, right? You want to be in business to be successful. You want to be in business to make money and not put yourself in a deficit, but to put yourself in a place where you are experiencing perpetual prosperity. And this is the position I want to help you to get into. And to make sure also is that when somebody is talking to you, when a client is talking to you, listen. Very simple. Listen to what they're saying. There's going to be a point where they might ask you if you understand what they're saying. There's going to be a point to where while they're sharing information with you, they may ask you a question. But if you're not listening, then that's going to make them feel almost like they're in a room by themselves or like they're talking to themselves. And part of the reason why some people go and get services is to be able to connect with somebody else. They want that opportunity to connect with you, especially if they're talking to you. Now, there's some clients that's going to come in your chair and they're not going to say anything. They're just going to sit there and it's just going to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? They're just there to get their services. And then after they get their services, they're looking to leave and to do whatever it is that they want to do. But there's some people who really want engagement. They want human interaction. I've had clients that specifically told me, like, look, when I go and sit in the chair, I'm going to talk. I want to have a conversation. So I make sure that when they're coming, when I know they're coming, I'm checking my calendar and I know they're coming. I try to make sure that I am in a space where I'm ready to communicate. I'm ready to talk about whatever it is they want to talk about. Sometimes it might be about work. Sometimes it might be about relationships. Sometimes it might be about a vacation or a cruise they was just on. You just want to be prepared to have the conversation with that client because it gives you the opportunity to make that proper connection so that you can not only, make a difference as far as making an impact in people's lives, but you have the opportunity to be successful with one more client, one more service, one more person on your journey to success. You understand what I'm saying? So people skills are very important. When they're walking into your shop or they're walking into your salon, make them feel welcomed. There are so many shops that I've been to growing up, and you walk in there and you almost get a feeling like you disrupted something. You know what I'm saying? And, when you're asking for services, they're treating you like you should already know what to do. You should already know what to ask, how to conduct yourself, whose chair to go into, all this different kind of stuff. But in actuality, you could be new to town and you don't know, right? You could have just been transferred to that area, via your job or, You know, you might have had a family situation where now you got to move from one place to another. Now you're getting used to a whole different environment, whole different area, whole different town, things of that nature, okay? And the last thing you want to do is to be made to feel like you don't belong there when you walk in the door. There are a lot of people who they'll just go somewhere else. You know, if they're going into a shop, they're going into a salon, and people are treating them like they're disrupting the party, they'll find somewhere else to go. And you don't want that to happen in your business. You might be a barber, you might be a stylist, you might be a nail tech, makeup artist, right? And you're looking to build your clientele. If you see something like that happen, make it a point to go and talk to that client. Don't just accept it as if this is just a culture here and it's okay, because it's not. Make a point to go and to talk to that customer. You know, introduce yourself. Most likely it's only going to take a second. Take the time to introduce yourself, you know, find out what their name is, where they're from, direct them, you know, step up and show some leadership. Let them know, you know, what they can do. Make them feel welcome for walking in the door. And when you approach them, make eye contact. Smile, you know, if it's okay. If you don't have all your teeth and you don't feel comfortable smiling, you don't have to. But make them feel warm. Make them feel welcome when they walk in the door. You understand what I'm saying? Because you never know. That could be a client that could end up coming to you for life and bringing their son or daughter, and then their son or daughter grows up and has a son or daughter, and they're bringing their son or daughter to your establishment as well, whether you're still doing hair or not. That could end up being your shop, or they'll follow you to your own establishment once you open your own shop because of the way you greeted them right from the time they walked in the door. You never know what's going to capture somebody's heart. You never know what's going to grab somebody to where they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely coming back. I've never had an experience like this before. You know, so then when you hit them with the dope customer service, then you could give them, you know, the dope service itself. Hit them with your talent, hit them with your gift, you know, and you got a customer for life. And guess what? They're going to tell somebody about you. Now, we all know that when it's bad news, that spreads even faster. So that's another reason why you don't want to give bad customer service. It's another reason why you don't want to treat people any old way, because we know that bad news spreads real quick. Somebody had a bad experience, they can't wait to tell somebody. They're going to get online, they're going to go on social media, they're going to call a friend, they're going to tell a significant other. Soon as they came home, like, guess what happened to me? Guess what this so-and-so did or said today when I tried to go get my hair cut, my hair done, my nails done, my makeup, my massage, so on and so forth. You don't want that reputation carrying in your business. And guess what? You also don't want a bad review, huh? Because that's going to bring your stars down. And we don't need that nowadays. You don't need a bad review on Google, on Yelp, you know, whatever search engine that you're using or whatever platform that you're on. If you're on Booksy, The Cut, StyleSeat, you want to make sure that you are getting good reviews. This is going to help you, because when somebody is looking to get a service, we know nowadays we're in a generation that checks reviews. They're not just going by somebody's recommendation. They're not just going by what their best friend said or so on and so forth. They'll take their best friend's word, but they're still going to go on Google. They're still going to go on Yelp to see what this business is looking like, what the atmosphere looks like, what the people are saying about it. They're looking for pictures of services, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? They want to see if this is the type of place where I want to go. They want to see if this is the type of place where I'm going to feel comfortable. And if it's not that type of place, guess what? They're not coming. So we have to make sure our customer service is right and exact. I learned from a very wealthy or a very successful hotel chain that they never tell their clients no. You have to have skill. You have to have wisdom with dealing with people. This company never tells their customers no. What they do is, if they don't have any products or any services that this customer needs, they just redirect them. Say, hey, you guys got pink towels? It's my birthday. I like to rock out in pink. You know what I'm saying? Everything pink on my birthday. And they'll be like, oh, pink is a fantastic color. However, we do have a blue, or we do have yellow. And I'm telling you, when you experience these yellow towels, this material is straight from France, and so on and so forth. They might they might even big up the material of the towels to get you excited to use those towels instead of telling you no. Because telling you no is going to bring the value of your experience down. So they don't tell their clients no. They don't tell their customers no. And if you plan on opening a high-end barbershop or a high-end salon, these are some skills you might want to build. These are some things you might want to incorporate so you can be able to maximize your opportunity for your success with that personal client's experience, as well as with the success of your business. So these are a few things that you want to keep in mind. When somebody is calling your barbershop or calling your salon, look, you may be in the middle of a service and don't want to be bothered, but I'm telling you, don't answer the phone like that. That may be how you feel, but you're not at home, right? So put on your business voice. You know how some parents used to say, put on your outside voice or use your outside voice? Use your business voice. Your business voice is going to be your key to success. Your business voice could be your key to commas, whether if it's hundreds of thousands or even millions. Your business voice is going to place you in position of success. It's going to place you in position of prosperity, and it's important for you to be reminded of that, because just like there are some doors that you would have to use your voice to get into, kind of a voice activated type of situation. And once you use your voice, what does it say? Access granted. And that's what you want coming from your business. You want access granted. Access granted, right? When it comes to your product, when it comes to your service, when it comes to your business, use your business voice so you can have access to success. You can have access to greatness. You can have access to the solution of your problems, of your issues. Those bill collectors might be calling. Those people that, want that investment for that next business move that you're looking to make. They want that money. Hey, you say you was going to have that $25,000 by the 15th. How's it looking right now? We ready to sign this paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Using your business voice might be that key to getting that money that you need in order to be able to enjoy that next level, to go to that next place, to go to that next dimension in your plan to build your business. So work on your customer skills. While your customer or client is in the chair, treat them like gold. If you have water in the shop, if you have drinks that are available for them, offer it to them. Try not to ever forget with each and every client, offer them that water, offer them that drink, offer them that opportunity to be refreshed so they can be able to have the best experience that they can have at your establishment. That customer service is so important, so important, so important. And when you're actually doing the service, make sure you are doing the service with care. You know what I'm saying? Don't be too rough, but don't be too light. I've had some clients give me compliments saying that, man, you're not as rough as other barbers. Like some of them, it seems like they just jabbing me with the clippers. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but you're light with the clippers, but it's a deep and it's a clean cut. Listen, I was a barber instructor for about 3 years. And one of the things I always taught my students, and this is a bonus, I'm not gonna charge you extra for this, but one of the things I always taught my students was let the clippers do the cutting. You don't have to go all hard, all extra with the clippers. Those blades are sharp. Let the clippers do the cutting. Don't try to go extra hard, trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, the fade is blended the way it's supposed to blend, or the line is as sharp as it's supposed to be. Let those clippers do the cutting, because if you're too rough with them, guess what? You're gonna cut them. You're gonna give them blemishes, things of that nature. Now they got to go and get the Neosporin and the cocoa butter and the alcohol, you know what I mean? Because they barber done butchered them. Look, make sure that you're working with care. Make sure that you're working with finesse. Act like you love what you're doing, even if it's a bad day. Even if it's a bad day. For me, when I'm having a tough day, what I do is I do a little extra to make sure that my clients are having a good experience. Now I don't do too much. I'm not going overboard to where it gets weird. But I am doing a little extra, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to making sure that they have a good experience, because I don't want them to feel what I'm feeling. I don't. When I'm having a bad day, I don't want my clients to feel what I'm feeling. Because if they feel what I'm feeling, then why would they want to come back? Or if they do, they're going to come back with a guard up, like, oh man, how is it going to be today? You know what I'm saying? If it's going to be a good mood, is it going to be in a bad mood? Don't allow what you're going through in your personal life affect your customer service. Always give them the best that you can give them from day to day. Give them the best you got. And guess what? If you're continuing to give your clients the best that you have, your best is going to get better, because it's like a muscle. You're going to be working that muscle, and it's going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger, right? It's going to get stronger and stronger, and you're going to get better and better, and your skills are going to get sharper and sharper. Why? Because you took special care of those clients who came into your shop. The way I look at my clients personally is that they're a gift from God. And any gift I believe that I get from God, I have to make sure that I take special care of that gift, because that gift might be temporary. You know what I'm saying? That gift might actually be a loan. And you know, when you're borrowing anything, you have to give it back. And when you have to give it back, you want to give it back in as good or better shape than it was when it was given to you. So I like to treat my customers not like they belong to me. I like to treat my customers like they belong to God. They're a gift from God. So I have to be very cautious on how I handle them. All right? So that's the time we're going to take today. We're definitely going to be sharing more information. I'm going to try to get on here, you know, once a week. I'm considering going back and forth, you know, what day it should be on. I think more likely is going to be on a Tuesday, but we're going to play with it. We're going to play with it, see what we can get the best results from, see where we can, you know, make the best connections with the people. Let me know what day y'all want. Let me know what day you want. You know what I'm saying? You wanna go live on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let me know, and we'll make it happen. All right? Because we definitely want to grow from clippers to commas. Clippers to commas. You know. And I got a quick question for you. What is the value of zero? What is the value of zero? I'm gonna give you a quick answer. It depends on where you put it. Depends on where you put it. All right? So we're going to talk some more. We're going to continue to grow together. Don't forget the books that I recommended. You know, Skill with People, How to Win Friends and Influence People, and also Bringing Out the Best in People. And I'll be sharing some more books that'll help you with your people skills and your leadership skills, and potentially some business books as well, so you can continue to grow as a person individually. You can grow in your relationships, and you can grow as a business person as well. We want to continue to grow and develop. We want to make sure we're going to higher heights and deeper depths, and we are growing on more and more levels in every aspect in our life every single day. All right? So we will talk more, and I will holla at y'all later. Have a blessed one. Peace.